Hello there, it's Pablo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. I am over here in the Oriental zone, standing under my rather large cherry blossom tree, and we will be discussing which animal exhibit we are going to be building next. So I really like being over here, especially at night time, because these cherry lanterns just make everything... I don't just say cherry lanterns, I meant these lanterns make everything look a lot prettier. But yeah, so we're going to be discussing what to build next. So we're going to go past my sign here that says noodle bar, because that will be coming soon, over to this point here. Now I'm going to whip out my calmness blocks, if I've got them. Yeah, I've got some here and some here. And I'm going to start laying down a wall, like a perimeter, for this exhibit. And I'll be discussing some animals that some of you have suggested in my comments. So I've made a list, and I'm just going to read through and see which ones are suitable and whatnot while I place these down. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do so. Now, my multitasking ability is not the greatest, so I don't know how well this will go. But the first creature that was suggested on my list was an animal called a goral. And I probably pronounced that completely wrong, because I'll get some angry comments saying, Pavo, that's not how you pronounce that. I'm just terrible at pronouncing things, I'm sorry. But it's a goat-like creature. All these animals on my list are from the Oriental area, so like Asia, India, and all that. So yeah, the first one on my list is a goral, which is a goat-like creature, which actually suits pretty well because it looks a bit like a mountain goat, and I think this is a sort of biome that it would live in. So there is a mountain here, so I do like that idea. Then we have a zero, which I think it sort of looks like a wild boar mixed with a goat. I don't know. But they look really cool. I have no idea how I'd add one of those in though. Maybe, yeah, retexturing one of the boars. Then we have the Malayan tapirs, which are pretty self-explanatory. We have just finished building a tapir exhibit over in the tropical zone though, so I don't think we'll be adding tapirs over here, and especially because we do have a mountain, and I don't think the Malayan tapirs know how to traverse rocky mountains that well. Then we have the dhole, and I don't really know much about those, unfortunately. We also have Komodo dragons. That's a really cool animal, and actually, I was looking on Google today, isn't it like Komodo Dragon Day or something? There was something on the Google Doodle which I was playing around with, and if you haven't already, you should really go check it out. It's like a little quiz. But they would be really cool. They definitely wouldn't suit this exhibit though, and I think if I added those in, it would probably be over in the Oriental Gardens, which is the area of land just across the bridge. I promise you there is a bridge there, it just doesn't show up on my map. I think the Komodo Dragons probably would suit an area over here, to be honest, or maybe over there. I think that area of land that we cleared out, I think that's the perfect location for Komodo dragons. I think that's where we'll be adding those in. Then we've got Bactrian camels as well, and yeah, I don't know where I'd put those. I think probably somewhere in the middle between the African zone and the Oriental zone. I think they belong. In fact, next door. This is where we'd probably put the Bactrian camels. So that's really cool. Then we've got the snow leopards, and I think the animal that we're going to add into this exhibit probably will be the snow leopard, because there's a lot of room for them to move around, and I think it suits them well. So I believe that's what I'm going to try and make this exhibit for, the snow leopards. We also have a couple of other animals that are on this list as well. The Asian elephant, that's pretty self-explanatory as well. It's an elephant from Asia, and I believe I have some Asian elephants in my elephant exhibit over in the African zone, but I'll have to double check that. If I do, I can move them over when we make it. And I think the Asian elephants would probably live next door to the Bactrian camels as well. And finally on my list is the peacock, one of my favourite animals, and that is definitely going to go in the Oriental Gardens. So yeah, we've got lots to do, we've got lots of animals to build exhibits for, so I'm just going to continue working on this exhibit. We also do have to go over and have a little talk to the disco sheep. I have my amulet of sheep speak here, so we should be able to communicate with them and ask them if they could possibly go and find some, well, I gotta say go and find some, but see if they can contact some of the zoos nearby to see if we can loan some tapirs or some lions or something. So what am I doing here? I'm not entirely sure. So I've laid down the this perimeter here. What I'm gonna have to do is like tidy up this mountain a bit, make sure that like no animals can climb up and over it. Sort of a bit like this, yeah, like all this stuff here I'm gonna have to get rid of. I'm gonna have to make it look a bit more suitable for snow leopards, to be honest. But I think I can keep this little platform area here, and so you can look into the snow leopard exhibit. I'm gonna have to research a bit about them though, because I don't really know much. And then yeah, just tidying up this area. So I think what I'll do is I shall head on over to the disco sheep, and we should just talk to those for a bit. And then we can call in at my house, grab some other materials and some resources and things, and we can come back and continue building this exhibit. And by the way, I have also lost Chalfon. I have no idea where he is. I think he must be by one of the teleporters, because I teleported back to my house and he didn't come with me. I just can't remember which one. So if you see him nearby, please let me know. Else I'm going to have to go on a bit of an explore off camera and see where he is. Ah, it's really cute. You can see like the disco sheep through the windows there. So yeah, we'll go around this way, and I do still have to add in the rhino keeper. I'm so sorry that it's taken so long. I'll add him in as soon as possible. So keeper hunter, the only animals that hunt elephants are humans. That is a really, really interesting fact. So we'll go along here, we'll go past the baobab tree, into the staff area, which I really need to lay down some paths for, because the path starts going up this way and then it stops. I think adding in like flower beds, that would look really cool in this area, even though it's not open to the public. Yeah, so I'm gonna, well, I really need to tidy up my inventory, so just give me a moment. I'm gonna toss some of these things away. Piggy, sure, why not? I don't know where Chalfont is, so he won't be missing those for just the moment. I'm gonna toss that in there as well, and some of these sticks. And then in my materials, I'm going to put the rest of this. So all these calmness blocks, they can go in. And then finally, I can pop some of my tools away. So I'll pop all those in like so, that butterfly net. And I think we're good. Just going to have a quick look at my clipboard before we go inside. So yes, we brought the disco sheet back now, so I can tick that off. And yeah. I still have a lot to do, but we're definitely working on the Oriental Zone exhibit, so I can tick that off soon. So yeah, let's go in. I'll get out the Amulet of Sheep Speak, so I can speak to them all. So hello group, have you got anything to say? No. Not by the looks of things. Okay, that's okay, I'll just come through, shall I? So yeah, we really need to speak to Mint here and see if we can possibly get her to contact some of the other zoos to loan us some tapirs. So we'll go ahead and speak to her. Okay, I just paused the video and I tried my hardest to do my best sheep impression. So I'm not going to keep that in, but okay. So, hello Pavocado, if you need something ordering in, just write it down in my book. Okay, simple as that really, so I can just pop down what we want. Oh, she's already got some stuff. So need to order food, apples, carrot and wheat. And I assume this space here that says animals is where we can put in our creatures. So let's say we need some tapirs. How many do you reckon would suit that exhibit? I'm just trying to remember how big it is. Maybe 3? 4? I think we're going to go with 4. So if you can find 4 tapirs, that would be good. Doesn't have to be 4 though. If you've got like 1 or 2, that would be fine. And also lions. So we did the lion exhibit, and I think maybe 3. So 2 or 3. I think we're gonna have to go with 3 there. So yeah, I've put those in. And if you want to like get any treats or anything else, feel free to put them down. I don't know if any of this food here is for you. I don't know what your favourite food is, Mint. And Apple, yeah, can I speak to you? Oh, I can. So I'm in charge of the park finances. If you need to borrow some money, just let me know. And of course, I will. So thank you so much, you two. I'm just going to go back to my house now and grab some resources, because I am currently working on the new exhibit over in the Oriental Zone. If you want to come have a look, you can feel free. It is going to be for the snow leopards though, so I don't imagine that would be too exciting for you, because yeah, they might eat you, but yeah, so I'll be back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Grape. You know what? I'm going to use my teleporter. I'm going to use the teleporter that is in the basement. I hope they don't mind. I've also added in another door here as well, just for like security purposes. So let's head down this way and we shall go to my basement. Okay, so we'll close that. Okay, so the first thing I need to look for is cherry wood, because all the exhibits in the Oriental zone have a border of cherry wood. So I've got 26 pieces there. I don't know if I've got any saplings. I do indeed, so I'm going to grab those, and I assume I have some bone meal in this backpack. Well, I've got some bones. Oh yeah, and some bone meal. So if I need some more, I can go ahead and use that. And for the walls, I use glass. So have I got any in my furnace? I don't remember if I smelted some. I didn't, but I do have some charcoal. I remember putting that in there last episode. Let's check my glass chest. We have three pieces. Yeah, that's going to get us far, isn't it? I'm sure I smelted some more. Did I bring it with me? Perhaps not. Perhaps I am imagining things. Perhaps it was just sand that I gathered. Where is my sand? So I thought I had a load of glass. I thought I went out to the sand collection desert and collected a load of sand and smelled it into glass, but obviously I just imagined that. I don't know if it's in there, is it? No, and it's not in here, and it's not in any of my backpacks. Did I see some sand there? Or was that just quicksand? Oh no, I did see some sand. Yeah, we can use some of this. So I'm going to pop that in my furnace. It won't get us as far as I'd like, but it's definitely a start. So wait, no, that's right. So we shall do this. Oops, what's happening? Like that, and I've also got some more cobblestone so I can finish off some of the paths. Now what else did I need? So because snow leopards live in rocky biomes, I'm going to be using a lot of commoner's blocks, like placing them down, making a load of rocky outcrops, and I'm going to be filling them in with limestone, which I've got here. As I said, I need to go out mining, get some more, because I have got rid of all the limestone in my area. So I'm just going to get a couple of pieces of this glass, and we shall head back. I know that I didn't get much. I honestly thought I had more here. I honestly thought I had so much glass, but obviously I just made it up. So we're going to head back to, well, we're going to go to the Oriental Gardens, because that's close to where we want to be. And we can get started by laying down the cherry wood. So I also need to eat something, so I'm just going to nibble some of these pork lettuce wraps. And while I'm building this, I'll see if I can tell you some facts about the snow leopards. So let's turn this cherry wood into cherry wood planks. And how similar to this am I going to do? Do I have to dig down and place them? I think I might have to do that. I'm just trying to think. Like, do I want to put flower beds either side? I don't know. I just think this two wide path is very, very narrow, and I don't know what to do about it. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get rid of all of these blocks anyway, and I need to grab my shovel and dig like a little trench. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab this spade. I'm gonna do this. Get rid of the commoner's blocks. So you place those down only to destroy them again. Oh yeah, so facts. The snow leopards come from the mountain ranges of Central and South Africa. They are a large cat species, a bit smaller than the others though, so they're smaller than lions, they're smaller than the other tigers that we have. But their thick fur helps keep them warm in the snowy, cold environments up on the top of the mountains. And they are very, very good climbers, as you'd expect, living in areas like this. So I don't know whether I want to add many trees, because they could scale the trees and climb out over the top of the exhibit, over the walls of the exhibit, which to be honest is a similar problem that we had with the South China tiger exhibit, and I just ignored it. So I don't know how realistic I want to be. So I'm going to have to figure something like that out. They are carnivorous, as you'd expect, because they are leopards. So they'll eat meat, they'll eat things like carrion, they'll eat whatever they find really, because they're opportunistic hunters. They hunt mainly during twilight, so dawn and dusk, and I'm going to teach you a new word called crepuscular, which is the name for an animal that is active during twilight. And I thought that was a really cool word, and it sounds really fancy. So I'm going to try use that as much as possible. Crepuscular. And I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, it does sound really cool. So I'm just going to dig away some of this dirt. I'm going to go all the way up to this stone here. So we have a little area that the leopards can't climb, so they can't escape at the exhibit. I don't know whether I want to do a similar thing to the moon bear exhibit, where I like dug down, gave them like a little valley, if you were. I don't know whether I want to do that here. I think that would be a good idea, but if I were to do that, of course, I'd have to do it off camera. But I can go ahead and just lay down these cherrywood planks now. So we're going to start here, and we're just going to go along all the way to the end. Yeah, so I'll do it this way, just in case something goes wrong. It shouldn't do that. Yeah. So I may have to make this path maybe like 4 or 5 wide after all. I do like the idea of adding flower beds in though. I think that'd be a cool idea. So almost there. I need the rest of these. And then we can go to here, like that. And then just clear away some of this grass so that the leopards can't escape. But I think this is a really cool exhibit. I hope you can agree. I hope you're all happy that I am doing the snow leopard exhibit. I promise you I will move on to more exciting creatures though. Well, I don't know. I guess exciting is just everyone's opinion. But I think I might have to end the episode here. So thank you all for watching. As always, the code is on screen, and I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and we will be continuing this exhibit in the next episode, where hopefully it will look a lot better. I think I will do what I said. I'll dig it down, maybe 2 or 3 blocks, just to give them more like area height-wise, and then we can work on making the little mountain in the back look a bit more appealing. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye. Bye.